everybody. Yep, we're towing with the 3500 today. A couple things I gotta list off before we really get into this video. I'm towing 30,000 pounds behind this truck. It is factory rated to tow 30,000 pounds. It is a CDL required load, and I have my CDL. So those couple little tidbits out of the way, let's proceed. We're towing with this truck today because my 5500, my main squeeze tow rig, is it's not making the boost I'm wanting out of it for an aftermarket turbo. It's seeing a lot of high AGTs and it's not very comfortable. So she's parked. I sent the data log to my tuner, 3 of them actually this morning, and you guys might have seen the last video on the subject. But yeah, it's not that much fun, being the fact that it's just slowing me down in life in general. Like, what I mean by that is I got to take time out of my day to deal with an issue that shouldn't have been there. If it's my fault, sure, I'll take the blame. If it's something wrong with the tunes that was overlooked, or if my turbo is hitting the tank, don't know. But we're just got to fight through it. That's all there is to it. Luckily, I have a backup rig, which I hardly ever use this thing, and we're gonna use it today. So sit back, relax, and we'll see what this is the first time that I've towed the 080 with this. I've actually towed heavier, just a touch, by about a ton. I've hauled about 32,000 behind this truck, and it didn't really have trouble with that. Truck is 100% bone stock, all emissions still intact, 31 PSI. This is the high output with the ISN and the 410 gear ratio, and she's walking up these hills pretty good. 2,000 RPM, it's still chugging pretty dang good. I'll be honest, with the recent activity that the 08 is bringing me, I don't know if it'll actually happen or not, but I mean, I've been looking at the new 19s. I don't really want a 19. I wanted to hold out for the 20 because I heard there's some new rumors about that. But I heard the CP4s are starting to let go already, and they take out the whole engine. So that's a rumor. I saw it on Facebook. You know how Facebook goes. Ugh. So we're gonna hold off on that, but I could have put a little bit more air in the airbags. You guys are probably wondering why I had the tail of or the boom of the excavator sticking out so far. I was trying to get a little bit of weight off the trailer so I could jack it up last night so I could switch trucks. It was a late one because I had to go fuel this last night so I could just head straight to the job this morning and then switch the trailer over, and that was the best option I figured, was to get the weight off the trailer by taking a boom and hanging it over the back, a little counterweight action, and it worked. I was able to jack it off there rather than unload the whole machine. So we got a couple big hills coming up here. County fair just ended. It's weird coming through this neck of the woods right here. There was so many cars the last week, and now it's a ghost town. My 08 pulls this hill at about 50 with the 080. We're at 55 right now still. Oh, we're losing. Look at this. I'm trying to move back over to the slow lane. Goofy old lady. She just darted over there. Had I not checked my mirror like 3 times, I would have ran that little bug over. Well, guess what? The stock truck pulled it the same as my heavily modded-ish truck. But this truck is making more boost than my 08. Yeah, so let's get another run at this next hill. It's gonna be the same thing. We got a couple more bigs and I'll see you at the job. Well, that's a decent little grade we just came up. The fan was going off and on, the engine fan, the whole time. And you guys remember that video I did coming over the summit? That hit 100K the other day. Driving past the scales, legally. Oh, what the heck was that? It hit 100,000 views, you believe that? Anyway, I was running a pretty high engine temp that video. But this one, way heavier load, probably 3 times as heavy. And engine temp stayed under 200. It was 194 when we peaked the hill. And then when I slowed down, the engine temp got to 210. Transmission stayed 167, it's 168 now. And then oil temp, it's 213, which is a little high, I guess. I don't know, there's nothing really I can do about that. That'd be a little intense to add that oil cooler. But she pulled her good for pretty much, there's no point in going wide open throttle because nothing else really happens. But I kept it in 3rd gear, 2,500 RPM. It'd probably want to downshift and just wrap 2nd gear if I put my foot all the way to the floor. But we don't need to do that. It pulled that hill at 40 mile an hour. I would say we're probably about 39,000 pounds gross. So she's moving it pretty good. No complaints. Actually, I'm really enjoying it. If it had a little bit better brakes, oh brother. This truck's nice to tow with. It is nice. So we're gonna go down here and work alongside of a lake. It's trash day up here on the hill. They got bears, I can tell you that. Let's see if I can spot another one that a bear freaking ripped open. There's 2 houses in a row back there. A bear through the, it almost looks like somebody ran into the trash can, but it went straight across the road. So old Bearski's up here. This is where I went camping the other night, or the other weekend with Taylor's family. In the middle of the night, a car alarm goes off, and we're sleeping in the back of the red truck. And a car alarm goes off, and somebody's like, hey bro, there's a bear. Just kind of like nonchalant, like, oh yeah, we got a bear in the camp, no big deal. I went back to sleep, and I didn't have any cookies on me. I was in the truck, I was somewhat safe. Making her work now. That's 1st gear. Giving her the juice. 2,500 RPMs going up this steep driveway. I hope this is the road. That's the highest the engine temp's been, because we're going 12, 217, 219. Yeah, it's gotta be the right road. Didn't want to pull it in 2nd, and that really had me going, oh dang. I've only had to go to 1st gear with my 5,500 on a couple hills because I had to, not speed related, but just it didn't have the balls. So I believe this was the place. Yep, there's Dad's truck. I think we're just gonna park it down here somewhere, and there they are. Alrighty. We're gonna park over there and unload this bird. Well guys, we're starting a new one. I want to say that it was the yellow ribbon trees. I'm just dropping the machine off right now. I want to get a view of this place before it actually starts to get logged by us. But there's a lot of trees that got a lot of dots on them. Clack, 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 clack. I got a loose board on the trailer. It is rather annoying. Somebody said put a piece of sheet metal over it. Track machine tear that thing up. There's the 80 tucked away. Dad's overlooking the job with property owners right now. By the time I get back, guaranteed some trees will be on the ground. I forgot, because I don't drive this truck enough, that the rear end, I need to change the diff fluid. Puts a little bit more limited slip additive, the slipping additive in there, because it's kind of wanting to bind up a little bit. It's one of those things you just don't really even think about until you go to drive the truck and you're going, oh, dang it, I bought the fluid, bought the additive, haven't installed it. Gosh dang. Now we gotta go get the light tractor. Truck gets a cakewalk this next round. Know what I mean? Gonna catch a little bit of flack for this, but I don't really like my tow mirrors up unless I'm towing. I'm just honest. But I forgot to put them up, and backing this gooseneck up, I got to pull in this drive and back up here rather than try to swing this corner, because you can see my tire tracks when I was loaded the other day. It's a little aggressive on that drop and I don't like it. So I load the machine like this, back straight out on the road and then take off that way. But backing up through that little gate, I was thinking, dang, I need my tow mirrors up so I can see what that trailer's doing. And the passenger mirror came within like half an inch of getting smoked on this gate up here. Yeah. This is a goofy outfit here. They got 2 locks on it, key lock, gate's all bent to crap. They had a nice one here, and it's narrow. This whole road's narrow, and it sucks to tow in. And I guess they're gonna hog this out. They need to hog it back like 20 feet, make it a good, easy access for bigger trucks and stuff to get in here without wear and tear being so high. I know you guys are probably wondering, if you guys remember this road, it's like 3 miles to the destination. Wondering why the heck I left the truck back here. Well, I'll show you. I hate towing on this road, and I more than double my fee because, well, it takes double the time to get anything done. And where's my boy at? Where's he at? Dang, hopefully somebody didn't steal. There he is. You guys see him? Comment below if you can actually see him. He's over, he's right there, up there, hiding. Let's go get the 12. Man, I love them rubber tracks, boys. That is so nice being able to go out on the blacktop. Been restricted for so long with a steel track mulcher to have this skid steer. Oh man, it's freaking awesome. It's kind of funny though. Yeah, all the mulchers that we got now, well, except for the Rayco, it's a skid steer, but they all have a door on the side, on the driver's side, and I always go over there. But these hoses are in the way, so you got to go up this side, so I always end up halfway circling the machine. Old habits are dying hard, I'll tell you that. Just like that stick shift game, it's dying hard, but man, that automatic, man. Well, we loaded up. One more quick walk around look. I want to get in a hurry on this part. You get in a hurry, you get stupid. Got our 4 binders. Imaginary binder for that. We ain't going far enough to worry. Triple check everything in here. We look okay. We look okay. We're not for hire, guys. I'm doing this for fun. All right, let's hit the road. Damn. Let's put the tow mirrors up. My boy Arthur with 10X Transport, the guy that has the DC trailer I did a video on a couple months ago, he texted me yesterday. He had some issues with his trailer. A couple pins fell out and bent some stuff, but they honored their warranty and they fixed it for him. But he picked it up and he was headed through this stretch of road, Highway 172 out here Sutton, and he wanted to know how bad the road was, how if it was narrow or whatnot. It's pretty high traffic road, don't matter what size rig. Quite a few big rigs come through here each and every day. And I thought I would make a video coming down in through here. I got it in 3rd gear, exhaust brake. It would be nice to have a little bit more engine brake. We'll see if she'll give me 2nd gear because it gets a little tight right here. For a second. Yeah, it wasn't gonna give it to me earlier. The factory exhaust brake it gives me a reading on the dash of how much it's holding back, how many braking horsepower, and currently it is holding back 90 horsepower, 100 horsepower, 101. I was thinking about that last night when I discovered that. 111, 114, I don't know how many it maxes out to. 121's the highest I've seen it. I was thinking about it last night. Like 100 horses on the back of this thing trying to pull it back up the hill rather than let it go down the hill. I thought that was a funny image in my head. Call me a dork if you will. But anyway, Arthur, I imagine you already drove through here on your way up the hill, but it's a pretty mellow road. Pretty light machine back there. It's about 5,000 to 7,000 pounds lighter than what I've hauled through here before. With my 08, you know, having a VGT exhaust brake and having a load leash on top of that, I don't have to touch the brakes coming down there. I touched them a couple times with this rig, but yeah, not the big a deal. But we'll see how she does up this next hill. And I am starving right now. Holy crap. 4 hours of sleep last night, made easy today by having an automatic. I can just hold the camera in my hand and just drive. We'll hit her at 44 mile an hour, maybe a little less. It's a tight corner, but we want to get a run at it. Come on, baby. See if she'll power up in third gear. Oh, brother. We're at 30 psi boost. 35 mile an hour. That's about what my 08 pulls it at with the new turbo. It used to pull it in fourth gear without really too much of a problem. I don't know how fast it would be, like about 35. Oh, we're gonna lose a gear. It's not gonna pull it. Oh, we might. If I go easy, it might gather a little bit right here on this stretch. It's kind of funny though. Realistically, everything I've done to the 08, a late stock 4th gen with the IS in, could pretty much keep up with it or outdo it in some circumstances. I don't mind the truck not being deleted. It has pretty good power. Fuel mileage obviously is affected by not having a delete, and you got to add def. So if everything's working good, you just got to add more fluid. And Dad was saying the other day, people were throwing a fit a little bit down in the valley about their def systems and stuff acting up on their trucks. But then you come up in the hills, like towing these hills, the truck's getting worked right now. I got 90% throttle right now, 2,600 RPM. I'm really making some heat back there, so I'd imagine that my emissions is burning clean rather than getting bogged up down there, not getting worked in the valley floor. But I don't know, comment below if you guys think that's true. It makes sense. You're working your truck harder up here, and man, this is nice. Outstanding. We're pulling 25,000 pounds. Here, I'll check the engine temp for you. 215. Yeah. Transmission is 170. The 08 coming up that hill would be like 205 with the extra coolant I did, so it goes noticed. And then oil temp is 222 for the engine. Not bad. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. I'm enjoying driving this truck. It's making the day a lot easier, I'll tell you that much. It's weird. Oh man. Real load. Driving this truck today has been answering quite a few questions. What the turbo should be doing at what RPM. And yeah, 2,200 RPM, I'm seeing 32 PSI out of a stock Turbski. So something's real goofy. I haven't heard back from the tuner yet, but they did get the data logs. And I told them I was gonna be spotty on service today, so let me know, just send the revision if you get one. And we'll go from there, but certainly wouldn't want to have a truck that's got less power than this. It's pulling it in 4th gear now. Which one was the engine temp? We're at 208, not a big deal for the engine temp. No idea what EGTs are, stock life, you know. But 385 stock horsepower, 9 whatever foot-pounds of torque. this thing gets up and goes. Really, like I said, I was really considering the 19s, but after hearing those CP4s are coming apart and doing some damage, rumor for a big recall coming. If you guys know anything about it, let me know. But the trouble is, you got to get a 3500 to get that 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, and you can't get a cabin chassis that route either. But I discovered something that if you get the regular pickup and do a bed delete, they took a whopping 400 bucks off of it, so it's not even really worth it. Just keep the bed sell for a couple grand. You can get the truck that you want with the high output, and just wondering if you could get it with possibly 444s and a 3500, because it would take it back, because this thing's got 410s in it and it's not quite low enough. It's got good highway gears, and off the line on a hill it's a little doggy, like that hill I did this morning that was having a little bit of trouble in first gear. Okay, just pick a gear. I don't know, maybe this thing just is used to me daily driving it without a trailer. It's like trying to, we'll just manual put it in third. We'll just leave it there and finish out the hill. But I just wonder if it just learned to not have a trailer. We need to correct that. We need to tow with this thing more. Automatic life though, it is sweet. It is easy. These new trucks, they got it together. That's all I can say about it. Oh, engine temp's creeping this time. 222. The fan's on. See what it does about it. I'm 2,800 RPM. Yeah, it's taking it down. The fan kicking on definitely helped. Well, just drove the 12 off the trailer. Parked it over there by Dad's truck. And just as I thought earlier, all the pink dots are in fact trees that they want cut down. It's been a while since I looked at this job, and they added a lot of trees. Dad cut down and 6 or 8 trees while I was gone, and he's over there in the cockpit of the excavator. We'll watch him move this little log real quick. I'll film off and on. This could be a pretty big job, so well, let's try and film an outro before the battery dies on the GoPro. Reading all the comments of the discussion from yesterday's video talking about the issues and stuff with the 08. People saying don't delete, it's causing more issues than anything. Literally, I've done a delete, added a couple things like new intercooler, new intake horn, and head studs, and a bigger turbo and different manifold for the exhaust. Nothing too extreme. But then you get the super truckers saying, oh, you shouldn't tow that kind of weight with that truck. Don't rely on the exhaust brake. It'll hurt stuff if you over rev. Well, I ain't over revving. And that truck has an engine brake on the top. It's called a load leash. It's from Pack Brake. It's a weeper system. Works in conjunction with the exhaust brake, and it works awesome. So the fact of the matter is they're still depicting the idea of towing heavy with these trucks is very unsafe and unstable. The 5500's old. It's outdated. It's not safe doing it. Well, I'll tell you what. I went out and I bought a truck that's actually legally rated from the factory, whatever you want to call it, to tow 30,000 pounds. And I'll be dead straight honest with you. Towing with my 5500, night and day difference. The 5500 feels so much safer. But we're going to wrap this video up now, and I just wanted to state that because, man, people, that super trucker community, gosh dang, crooked glasses, the works. It's okay. It's all up to the driver. You drive smart and you downshift before the hill and you take it easy. You're coming into town, you keep a good safe distance. I understand people can cut you off and all kinds of stuff, but you get your trailer brakes turned up good. Yes, I do have electric brakes on here. I have a new trailer coming. It will have hydraulic brakes on it. So we should have awesome braking power, and don't worry, it's all up to the driver, guys. It's all up to it. But I wanted to report the truck got 9.5 miles to the gallon. with today's towing adventure. So it did awesome, no complaints. It's even this awesome is I forgot my gloves. I forgot to grab them off the trailer and they stayed on there. How about that, boys? Yeah. So Ram 3500, 385 horsepower, bone stock, Hyacin, 6-speed automatic with the 410s. She rips. Wait to see if we upgrade later on in the future to that or something else, but we're gonna end it officially right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit them buttons, like, comment, and subscribe. And I tow lightweight for a 3500 or a 5500. I know guys that go way up above what I'm towing. Later.